Block, Addison with a lane, he fires, he scores! Calen Addison in overtime, and the Hurricanes.
Well, Brock, I think the big thing for us is that it's a bit of a transition year, you might say it, and after losing, the most of our leadership core from last year, it really changes. How people's roles change going into this year. Guys like Prefontaine and Wilson, and we picked up DJ Jerome as a third overage, so the leadership core changes, and then you add a 19-year-old in Cam Bites from Victoria. That's a new addition, but I think it's a situation here where, similar to what we did a few years ago, where we turned the team over to an 18-year-old Tyler Wong and a 17-year-old Giorgio Estefan and a 16-year-old Stuart Skinner. I think that we're in that same kind of situation again, where we'll turn the team over to a younger group, and our older guys will supplement that. Well, I think, starting in goal, I think we're at a point where we're going to continue to develop the goaltenders we have. I don't really want to go outside to find another goaltender, and I think that both Tedechuk and Thompson are ready to take the ball, and we're really pleased as Picklick as a third guy to back up if there's any issues down the road. So we're content there. I think that our back end, we've got a lot of experience, but all those guys have to take a whole different step. I mean, carrying two overages on our back is a little bit different. Addison should be one of the better defensemen in the league, and then we got 301s that really have to take a step, Plivko and Cotton and Thiessen, and Arnson has really been a real nice surprise as far as a 16-year-old. He's a man already, and he plays like a Western leaguer, so we're really pleased there. But I think then up front, a lot of those guys, like you say, those younger guys are really going to have to take the ball. It's easy to earmark Cousins and Barloggy, I think, because of their experience, but they're only 18 years old, but they're good players, and we expect them to take a whole different step. And then I think our O2s really have to separate themselves. Guys like Thacker and Dorrington and Boyko and Wheatcroft and guys like that really have to take a step in the right direction for us. Well, first of all, Stringer, I think the big thing with us is we have to be careful on having too high expectations for him. But I think when you look at Zach Stringer, his hockey sense is so exceptional, and he has the ability to play with good players, and good players want to play with him, and so that's a real credit to him. And I think we're always probably tend to put him into our top six just because of that, but I think we got to be careful of that with a 16-year-old and let him continue to mature and develop on his own pace. But he's a good player, and we're really excited about that. And Tyson Fair is a guy that we made the deal for him. We are going to give him an opportunity to see if he can get on track. He played probably out of his position playing defense over the last couple of years, but I don't know. I think on right wing is his position, but he's going to have to separate himself a little bit, and he's going to have to find a niche, and he's going to have to find some sort of identity of what kind of player he is. So we'll see how that develops over time. Well, DJ Jerome is a guy that probably fits the profile of guys that we've had success here over the last few years, and he's a talented player. He is a local player, so he has a chance to finish his career in junior at home, and he probably, in a sense, has been a bit of an underachiever, because of the talent that he has. And so we think that the upside is huge for him. And, you put him on a line with Cousins or Barloggy or Ocular or Cambites. I mean, he fits into that top 6 role nicely for us. And we're going to give him every opportunity to have success. But, he's going to have to continue to evolve as a player too. And, being the guy or one of the guys is maybe a little bit out of character for him at this level, but he's going to have to figure that out in a hurry. And we like him a lot. He's got a real good personality. He's a good character kid. So in that sense, we're excited about that. And Cambites was another guy that we just felt we needed to add some older guys to our group. And Dino became available, and we liked a lot of things he brings. He does have the ability to play both center and wing, so that gives us some options there too. And we needed to add some older guys to our group and to give support to that to our younger group up front. And I think we've done that with Dino. Well, he was a highly touted bantam, of course, and then played very, very well for the Mintos in the Saskatchewan Midget League. And then, I think I agree with you. There have been some knocks on his foot speed. What I've really liked since I've seen him come to camp, and now he's since gone to Colorado's camp, but his foot speed is way better. His feet look a lot lighter. And that's a credit to the work that he's really, really put in, and seems to have found a bit of a niche to make his feet quicker. So that's not an easy thing to do, but he certainly has. So we're excited about that, and I know he's really, really excited about the prospects moving forward and having a more increased role with our hockey club. And we like Logan a lot. We just think his character and his work ethic is second to none, and we think he's a big part of this hockey club. Well, I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that both Calgary and Edmonton are a step above everybody else in our division. I think that those two teams are going to battle it out for a top spot in our division. And I think with our club, I think we should be able to compete with the rest of the group within our division. At least I'm hoping so. And who knows who we ever get back. There could be a surprise here or there, and if there is, it might change the prognosis a little bit. But really, I think we feel we just got to grow our group and be patient with our group. And I think if we can compete with the rest of the group in our division, knowing that we might be in tough against Calgary and Edmonton, I think we'd be satisfied with that at this point. But we'll see how the year unfolds. And I mean, every year is its own animal and has its own life. And we can all make predictions and we can all have a plan, but sometimes those plans go for naught. And but it'll be interesting. I think it's always an interesting division, the Central, and then you add the Eastern Division into the mix with the whole conference. I think it's going to be a real good challenge this year for everybody.